Wrong hand.
Hey everybody!
Hello, hello.
Hope you had a great Labor Day. It always gets bigger once it actually goes live. Isn't that funny? Like our faces are like, whoa.
Yes.
So
Zooms
funny.
in.
Zooms in.
in.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome. We are so excited you guys are in the group. Hello. Say hello to us when you hop in. Yesterday was Labor Day. Let us know, what did you do for fun? What'd you do, babe?
I worked.
I know. He labored.
I
I
labored.
flew
Labor Day's for
home
labor.
from a trip. I took a trip with our youngest, and I flew
Yes.
home yesterday. And then we got to hang out last night and get in the hot tub.
Absolutely. Loving the hot tub. Highly recommend it.
Yeah. If you guys did not check out a couple weeks ago, we did a live here inside of the Marriage Movement free community. So if you're watching us on Instagram Live, come join us. We have a free group called Marriage Movement on Facebook. If you put Marriage Movement into the Facebook search bar, boom, it'll pop right up. And we would love to have you in there and join us in there. But inside of that group, we talked a couple weeks ago about like having a common goal and working towards something. And we had put this hot tub on our vision board, and
Voila.
we nailed it and got it.
Yes, we
right?
did. And love it.
So
Use it.
today is all about how do you fit it all in, right? How do you get those important things done and still have time for your family and still have time for your relationships and still have time for fun and for all the things that are important to you. And so we're going to talk a little bit about this today. And I'm so glad Ryan brought up to use this as our example, because we've done it before, but we haven't done it in a long time. And it's so important. So before we even do our fun little demo, science project, whatever you want to call it.
Science project. Good.
I would love for you to kind of just tell them really quick. We're going to talk about rocks today and like, what are your rocks? So can you kind of tell them what we mean by that?
Absolutely. So we all have the same 24 hours, 7 days a week, right? So it's how do we want to spend our time? You can either be responsive, which means you just wake up and whatever life throws at you, you just kind of roll with the punches. We have chosen to be intentional because we want to make sure that, we don't want to have any regrets. So we know that having marriage, having each other, having children, we only have the kids for a certain amount of time. So we wanted to make sure that how could we schedule it all in, especially being entrepreneurs in coaching and other things that we wanted to do. There's just a lot.
Right.
And so we came up with this. You can find this online anywhere, this little demonstration that we're going to do. But we identified our top priorities, and we call them big rocks. Mm-hmm. So first you fill up your... You want me to keep going?
Don't do the
Sorry,
demo yet.
No demo.
So our big rocks are the things that are most important to us, right?
Yes.
Because there's so many things that grab for your attention all day long, and it's going to happen no matter what. But for us, these are ours, and yours might be different, okay? But for us, it is God, family, okay? And you might get more specific. It might be like, this is for the four of us, which is really what we mean by this. We probably should do another rock that's like extended family plus friends, right?
So for me, my second big rock was quality time with each individual. So I wanted to make sure that I was getting 1 hour of intentional scheduled quality of time with Blair, Jeremiah, and Noah. And now I've even added my parents in.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then work and health. Ryan calls it like Ryan time. I call it health, but it's like making sure I have time for my meditation, making sure I have time for working out every day, for doing the things that you need to do that keep you healthy, right?
Yes.
So here's how this demo is going to work. And actually, while I start this demo, I forgot to grab our journals. Can you grab our journals?
Yes.
One of each. They're in my office if you need it. Sorry. Thanks, guys. Don't trip over the wires. Okay. So here we are. We have this rice, okay? And this rice is going to represent all the things that your day fills up with, okay? Checking your phone, checking your emails, checking your Facebook or your Instagram, making reels if you do that for work, chatting with friends, maybe even things like cleaning your house, doing laundry, making dinner, right? Like these are all good things. They're not all bad things, the rice. They're good things too, but they definitely fill up your day. Watching TV, reading a book, all these different things, right? So these are the things that are not your big rocks, okay? Thanks, babe. And then I'm going to demo. I meant to bring a plate so I don't make a huge mess, but I already feel it. It's happening. It's happening. How can we make it less messy, babe? I don't have a funnel. Okay, but watch. So I'm pouring it. Ryan's going to figure out a better way. Don't stop pouring?
I would stop pouring.
Oh, he wants me to stop pouring. So hold on a second, guys. Oh, he got me a plate. It's the best. Okay. So do you want to pour while I hold up the plate? Because I don't think I can do both. No, somebody's got to hold the jar.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go. We got all the things, that make our day busy. Okay?
That's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there's life.
And then here's my really important things. I got to still get these things done. I mean, come on. I got to get to my family. Oh my gosh, I didn't even call my mom today. Oh my goodness, I didn't even spend time in God's word today. Oh my goodness, I didn't have any time for work. I didn't even get to that email that I was supposed to send somebody. Okay, so you can see, like, it's not really fitting very well, right? There's rocks pouring out. That didn't fit very well. Like, that was kind of a bummer.
Total bummer.
Right? So now we're going to take these rocks out and pour out the rice again. This is a great demo, by the way, for your teenagers. I actually saw it for the very first time at church because they were talking about like making sure you do your morning routine. So here's health, extended family, friends, work, God, family. These are all really important, right? So we want to make sure we get to them first thing in the morning, or at least get to them on our schedule first thing in the morning, right? And now I'm going to pour this in. While I'm doing this, Ryan, will you tell them how something like this then created our morning routine that we started doing 8 years ago?
Absolutely.
Hold on, I'll say it then. Look how cool that is.
Look, and
It
still
fits, and there's
more
still
room
room.
for more rice, more things you can add on. Love it. Room to spare.
Get it?
Great
So
job, babe.
the whole point of this is get those things done in the morning. Get them
Yes.
done first thing in the morning. Now, obviously, not all of them you can do, but you can schedule based on your morning routine.
Absolutely. So the rule we kind of came up with, and all credit to Brian Moses on this, is your big rocks go on your calendar, okay? And on your calendar, you can move things, but you cannot delete them. So that's how you make sure that you always get your big rocks done, your main priorities. Okay.
Yeah. So that then in turn turned into us creating a morning routine. And so for us, one of the things that was in our big rocks, right, was quality time with our kids. Quality time as a family. And what we were noticing is that we would get to the end of the day and we had all intentions of sitting down as a family.
We
had all intentions of dinner or having devotion in the evening before the kids went to bed. Now, I will say this, when the kids were very little, that was easy. We had a beautiful nighttime routine.
Nighttime routine
Right,
is
it was
great.
amazing. And we even read to the kids every single night, and Ryan would read the Bible and I'd read a fiction book, and like we had a whole routine. But they get older, they get in sports, they get into school, they've got things going on, and so that started to shift. And first what happened was 8 years ago, Ryan and I realized that we wanted to be successful. We wanted to be that top 2%. And we were both working in businesses, Ryan in real estate and me in network marketing, where we could do that. There was no glass ceiling. I mean, we could make as much money as we wanted to make if we wanted to go for it. And so we realized we need to start a morning routine. And credit first to Hal Elrod. That was the first book we read about a morning routine, Miracle Morning. And then we kind of started to morph it and create it to our own. Yeah. And then here's what happened. After the first year, we were like, why are we not doing this with our kids?
Exactly.
And so we started 7 years ago with our children. And we just used a spiral notebook and started creating what worked for us and our family. Mm-hmm. And next week, if you tune in, you'll hear exact how it goes down in our house. But then what's happened over the last couple of years is, first of all, we've had such amazing quality time, pretty much 5 days a week throughout the school year. And now we try to figure it out in the summer. We're a little bit more flexible. We have teenage boys, like we get it. But at least we know that Monday through Friday, Jeremiah's trying to call me.
Speaking of teenage boy.
What's for dinner, Mom? This is the time where he always calls me and asks what's for dinner. I'm so sorry. Okay.
It's okay. He'll call me next.
Mm-hmm. And actually, if you want to stop that and answer it if you need to, you can. Because he's still calling and it's messing up my video. Okay. So what ended up happening, I'm just going to talk for Ryan. What ended up happening was that we started implementing this and we got all this quality time. We started telling people about it because one of the really cool things that we do during our morning routine is not only a devotion time, but a time where we write gratitudes, a time where we write prayer requests or desires, a time where we write intention, a time where we write who we're going to drop a kind note to or a kind word or encouragement for the day. What happens during that when we go around and share after everybody writes? You grow, you connect, you're on a personal level that I could have never gotten to with my teenagers ever before if we hadn't started this. And so, yeah, do they grumble sometimes? Of course. Like, they're not going to always like what you have for them to do. But it has turned into such an amazing opportunity. Do you want to say anything before I share these?
After a while, every excuse, just know this. If you try to plan something, something's going to come up. So you're either going to be committed to do it no matter what, or you're just going to be interested and it's just going to go by the wayside. We made sure it was a commitment. So it didn't matter half dressed, full dressed. We just got there, bad mood, good mood, sleepy, awake. It didn't matter. We were going to get it done. And my favorite things is I still have the journals. Did you mention that already?
Yes. No, please mention that.
I still have they're writing. Yes, it's one-word answers, some are sentences, but just I'm so grateful that we have all of that documented, right? I'm sure
Yes.
sometime we'll be flipping through and, just looking back at everything that's, all the answered prayers
Yeah.
that have been come true.
And that's really why, we started keeping these spiral notebooks and literally I would write prayer requests, gratitudes, right? And so then we're like, why are we not creating our own? Not only for our family to use, but all the people that have asked us years and years and years.
What are you doing?
Yeah, and
How do
why
you
is
do
it
it?
working? And how do you do it? And why not just put it into a journal and let you guys have it for yourself? So here's See You at the Table. If you have a family still at home and you want to do it with your table or with your family, this is the one we recommend with your table.
Yeah.
This is the one we recommend. Or we have
And See You at the Table can be done in the morning, or we have young
shout out to the
families,
sharers.
the Sharers, and also the Martins
Yep, they're
are
doing it at night.
it at night. Their kids are somewhere between 13 and 6, I think.
Yeah.
So it just works out as part of their bedtime routine. So it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be in the morning. That's just what worked for our family.
Right. And so we literally walk you through how to get started. Ryan even made a really awesome example page so you guys could see it. Or we have Success at Sunrise. If you maybe are empty nesters now, or maybe you're not married, or maybe you don't have kids and you are married, but whatever the reason, this is a great one. This is also a great gift to give somebody who you know.
And look at that picture. I just
Isn't it
love
beautiful?
that doc.
I know, it is so pretty. We're going to have one of these one day.
Sunrise, limitless
Right?
possibilities.
It
are
reminds me
waiting
of
for you.
this, is it Cialis commercial? This is funny.
I mean,
Where they're running off naked. Have you ever seen that one?
yes.
Yeah, that reminds me of that. Okay, anyways,
funny.
so we have these two new journals, and we'll put the link in the comments below. You can buy them on Amazon. But we're really excited next week to share step by step a 7-day challenge for a morning routine. So whether you choose to purchase the journal or not,
Doesn't matter.
we're going to still help you with your morning routine, and we're going to walk you through each day with a 7-day morning challenge. Now, there's going to be some fun prizes during it. It is very similar to our Better Together challenge in the fact that it's you pop on every day, you watch or you read, and then you take action and you go back and comment later that you did
Yes.
whatever it was, holding yourself accountable, right? For 7 days. So who is this for? This is for anybody.
Anybody.
Who wants to get used to a morning routine or learn about a morning routine or be part of a morning routine. Any of you are welcome to join. And we highly recommend inviting friends in here. Now, I know it says Marriage Movement, and we are a group of people who are married, but then that usually means you have a family. That also usually means you either have a business, a career, something going on for work in your life. So please invite people in here. This is a community that we want to share with others, and we'd love for them to join us for the 7-day challenge next week. And we want to know, are you committed? Are you committed to joining us next week, or are you just interested?
Agreed.
Awesome. Anything else to add, babe?
Nope.
So
Can't wait.
So again, you'll be able to purchase these if you want to purchase these. You don't have to for the challenge, but it would be fun because you could follow along the 7 days. And listen, I'm taking you step by step next week. It's not like day 1, wake up an hour and a half early and get busy with your journal. Come on.
super easy.
We're taking you step by step how we got started 8 years ago, because I can tell you this girl does not like to wake up early.
No, you don't.
I hate it. I'm just gonna be honest. I love it when I get
That's
everything
right.
done and I'm like, woohoo, I've got all these things done. My day hasn't even really started yet. But I don't love the alarm clock. So you'll see all of our top tips next week. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay.
There's the other teenager.
Just came home just in time. All right, guys, have a great night. Let us know if you've ever seen this before and if you're going to join us next week for our 7-day challenge.
Awesome.
Oh, and if you're on Instagram, you might be wondering, where will that 7-day challenge be? It'll be inside of Marriage Movement Facebook group. If you have any questions on where to find that, feel free to message me. And hey, if you're watching here, make sure to go follow us on Instagram at Marriage Movement. Bye, guys.
Bye.